Hello, YouTube world. Yes, I shaved my head. Hope it don't look too weird on me. I'm sure it does. To me, I've already adjusted to it, and I think I look rather stunning like this. But, I'm going to get to the real subject. I'm not actually reviewing a movie, or a DVD, or a Blu-ray, or anything right now. I'd like to touch on something a little more serious in light of the Logan Paul videos and his TV sightings, I guess. And I just would like to touch on the suicide and depression and anxiety a little bit for a moment. I know it's an uncomfortable and isn't something that in our society is exactly normal to talk about. And there's those who don't believe in therapy and things like that, so some people who go through depression or are contemplating suicide never get the help they need. And so I felt like I needed to post this, even if I don't get very many views. Maybe one person who sees it, it will help. I will have, I'm sorry, the lighting from my TV, I should have it off, I'm so sorry. I will have the suicide hotline number in the bottom. I probably have my camera turned. Anyways, I think, let me touch on Logan Paul for a minute. I saw the basic gist of the video that he posted everyone lost a nut over. And it was incredibly disturbing and unnecessary to show. A lot of people were upset about his reaction. His reaction I had actually come to understand a little more. That some people who have more of a goofy and happy personality, feel the need to lighten up a moment when too serious or too dark, so they will cut a joke, or they feel the need to laugh out of embarrassment or uncomfortability. There are actually cultures that do this, that would laugh when uncomfortable. So it's not so unbelievable that he was just uncomfortable and, well, yeah, sad. And now I'm not necessarily defending that he posted the video. It never should have been posted. Now, do I feel that he has more than apologized? Yes, I do. So, now with that said, I'm going to say something that I have never really told anybody. I've never been to therapy or anything like that. I've lost psychologists in my family. So I've adjusted, I guess, to the mindset of a psychologist or a psychiatrist. So, I've never gone to get help. Luckily, I did beat it. I beat my depression. That isn't the case with everyone. Some people subdue to the temptation of suicide. Or some even go to cutting and harming themselves. There are many YouTubers who have come out and spoken about these very personal and sad moments of their life where they have reached a ultimately bottom low, where they felt like they had nothing more than an ultimatum to end it or embarrass themselves and get help. And at the time when you're in this place, it makes other things that don't make sense normally make more sense. So when you're in that mindset, it makes more sense to end it than to get help. sorry. Anyways, I hit a depression around 2012. I went homeless for a while. We were living in a trailer behind my uncle's house, and there were four of us. I was only 15 at the time, and I remember hitting a point that was so bad, and I thought that I would be in this trailer forever, and that, I mean, nothing was enjoyable. And I lost my girlfriend in that time. And it just added on. And everything was getting worse and worse. And nothing was working anymore. So, I hit a point where I actually had a 22. And it was ready. Okay? I didn't do it, obviously. To be honest, I couldn't tell you other than fear of doing it, or the thought of, oh my god, I actually want to live. That seems to hit the person when they are going to do it. And I'm sorry about the Joker in the background, that's not exactly the best image to see while I'm talking about this. There is a man who jumped off of the Golden Gate Bridge. It is a very inspirational story. He has a video up on YouTube. I'll try and put a link below. I cannot remember his name at the moment. I'm sorry. He jumped off the Golden Gate Bridge. He was suicidal. There were cars passing him. No one stopped. He had cried on the bus on the way there, and there was people laughing at him. And all he needed was just someone to grab him. And he said this, grab him, look him in the eyes, and just say, I got you. You know, it's okay. But he nonetheless, because no one, or everyone, failed to act. He jumped off the Golden Gate Bridge. He lived. But on the way down, he realized, I don't want to die. But it's too late. I jumped. He lived, and now he is grateful for every second that he's alive. Now, he was very lucky to survive that fall. But it is such an inspirational story, and it goes to show you are not alone. And you do feel alone in this place. You are completely isolated. You won't talk. Matter of fact, you barely eat. And so it is very important that you know you're not alone. Reach out. Talk. Tell anyone, a friend, family. Just talk about it. Get it out. Once you say it, it's done. You have said it, and the process of healing can begin. But you need to talk. Anyways, so I have me and my sister, Lala Literature is her YouTube name. You can check her out. She will be reviewing books and whatnot in the future. She also will be making a video on this subject. So I encourage you all to go look at her channel. Anyways, sorry, I'm kind of lost train of thought. This is a very emotional subject for me, personally. So, I remember, me and her have a Facebook page called Suicide Prevention. And I encourage you all to go and get on there. It is for everyone to talk to each other and realize you're not alone. And me and my sister, we talked to as many as we possibly can. She, names omitted, or is that the right word? I'm literally names out. She talked to one person who just by the post, because she had been there, could tell where he was, and so she decided to talk to him. And listened to what he needed to say. And it helped. Just being able to talk. And so that is what I and my sister made the page for. To talk people down and so they can begin healing, no matter the darkest places that they may be. Okay, so I have dealt with this subject all my life. I have had many people and friends, family, even just people who I had seen maybe around school or in town. I have come to know, I've been around suicide my whole life. Family members, friends, I've had it all. And then I never understood it until I hit it. So please, regardless of how you feel about people who are depressed or have anxiety or are suicidal, please listen. And don't be afraid to ask, no matter how scary or daunting or risky of a question it may be, to ask, are you suicidal? Even if the answer is no, if you are worried or anything about the person, you need to ask, just to be sure. Or even if the person is and they say they're not, it's good for them to know that someone cares enough to ask. Even if they don't tell you that they are, believe me, that would help. That does help. It would have helped me. No one asked. Not until after I had already gotten past all of that. Now, anxiety and depression never will completely go away. Not completely. There's always going to be something that will drag you down, but chaos and bad times all reach an end. It's just about striving and fighting to that end and getting to the light. So, and that is mainly what I need to say. So please leave comments down below about how you feel and if you need help or anything. The suicide hotline, I will be down there. I promise. I will have that. And so will my sister's channel. And so will the man who jumped off the Golden Gate Bridge. I'm sorry, I can't remember his name. Anyways, do not be afraid to speak out. Encourage it for others. Anyways, I think I've been ranting about this long enough. 13 minutes. That's longer than most of mine. Anyways, thank you for watching. And please support those who need it. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Please leave a comment. And go to our page, Suicide Prevention, on Facebook. And visit Lala Literature. And if needed, call the suicide hotline. They can help. I wish I had the power, money, or connections to do more than just a video. But I am limited by what I can do at this time. If I ever get the opportunity to do more, you can believe me, I will jump on it. For now, this is my message and what I need to send out. I'm sorry. So, thank you for taking the time to watch my 14.5-minute long video. This is Silver Shadow V1. Very emotional note. I'm signing off.